Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and we're back with another Total War Warhammer video. Today we're going to focus on the patch which is going to drop on the same day as the Twisted and the Twilight's release. A bunch of changes are coming to the campaigns, and these will affect a variety of different races, so I wanted to take the time to just highlight the most important ones for me personally. So let's not waste any more time and jump right in. We're still here on the character selection screen, as you may have noticed, and that's because the first change is already visible here, that of the Chaos Invasion. Now, you have control on how the Chaos Invasion will work in your campaigns. If you're someone who does not like the invasion whatsoever, you can simply switch it off. But say for example you play on normal campaign and normal battles, however you want to feel like the Chaos Invasion itself is a real threat, that of an end times event. You could decide now to have the Chaos Invasion and its legendary setting, so now the threat of chaos will actually be a threat. Of course, this doesn't really affect players on higher difficulties too much, unless they want to remove the Chaos Invasion altogether, which I am aware that some players do find it rather tedious, so the option is now there for players to pick from. A minor but welcome change comes to Treach Craventale, where now he'll start off with an undercity at Crookback Mountain, the proper home territory for Clan Rictus. Sure, Treach has not been moved, and it is a little disappointing, however, at least now you have the opportunity to try and take the settlement early on. I'm still holding out hope that Treach will eventually be moved to Crookback Mountain, hopefully in the big campaign for Warhammer 3, but until then, I guess this works? Malagor's new campaigns no longer begin with attrition, which is absolutely fantastic. This was an issue which was bothering me for a long time. Instead now, the settlement which would normally be under control of the vampires is under control of Topknots, one of your enemies. This works extremely well as it gives you incentive to attack a hostile settlement so close to you. If I recall, in normal vanilla campaigns at the moment, it would take you a few turns to find something hostile, instead of just attacking the vampires, which would then give you another problem. High Elves have had some buildings removed, or better yet said, they've been fused together. You'll see I was circling them on screen. Now, at least you don't have to focus on too many buildings. There was a little bit of bloat, but thankfully that's been changed. Mazda Mundi finally gains all the benefits of a second generation Slann. Now his venerated trait provides the following bonuses: a minus 50% chance of miscasting, unit experience gain per turn plus 50 for his army, winds of magic power reserve plus 40, and upkeep minus 50 for Temple Guard, of course for his own army. He feels more like a true second generation Slann now, and should be able to do a lot more damage in the battlefield. Do you remember Helman Gorst? Of course you don't. Not even Gorst remembers Gorst. He only had around 4 lines of lore and took the potential lord spot from someone more important, like say, I don't know, a vampire bunny. Well, now he's getting a bit of redemption and becoming a better lord. Nothing too spectacular, but still better. Zombies under Gorst will have their armor increased by 15. That means they'll actually have 15 armor now. Yes, that's nothing great, especially for later on in your campaigns. However, zombie stacks are still relatively useful. And now, with a little bit of armor, they should be able to be a bit more durable. And now corpse carts and mortis engines will now be able to summon zombies as part of a lesser raised dead. This not only fits the theme with the whole story behind Gorst, but will add in for opportunities to summon in more units, which is always welcome. And yes, they're still zombies, so they're not really impressive summons, but then again you're summoning a tar pit. That's what they are there for. Zombies are pretty much there just to hold down your enemies, or if you're fighting against baseline early on humans, then you can probably cause some fear and make them rout. With assistance, of course. Zombies aren't exactly perfect, but now they'll have more uses. Extra armor and more possibilities to summon will make them much more usable. Perhaps the biggest thing to note from these changes is the changes to collision, where certain characters will now no longer be flung high in the air when you get hit by, say for example, a chariot. This is absolutely huge. Collision was always a bit of an issue here, especially for characters such as Ungrim and Grimgor. They don't have access to any mount options, and unfortunately because of that they were prime targets for, say, chariots or giants. You would have your heroes or lords flying around the battlefield and not being able to actually do an attack. As far as I understand, though only does this benefit campaign players, but actually benefits multiplayer players too, as now characters who don't have mounts, or for example you don't want them riding a mount, will now be able to hold a little better. A change like that was drastically needed. I'm speaking more as a campaign player. I don't really play a lot of multiplayer, but there's been cases where I've had one chariot pushing my Ungrim Iron Fist towards the literal other side of a battle map, so hopefully we won't see that ever again. And lastly, a change I found to be quite beneficial for, well, I guess accounting purposes, where now you'll be able to see how your modifiers are directly affecting your income in different settlements. Yes, it's not a big revolutionary change, but it does help knowing how the modifiers are affecting my base income through various buildings. A bunch of changes are coming into effect. Of course, I focused my efforts more around campaign changes than anything else. I myself am not a multiplayer player, so I wouldn't really be able to say what is changed for the better or not. These are minor changes for other races, but it's good to see that they're getting some attention. What do you think about these changes? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and let's start a bit of a discussion. But with that, my friends, we've come to the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, might I suggest giving the video a like, or even subscribing to the channel, as it really does help us out. In the description section below are various links to different social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram and Discord. Also in the description section is an affiliate link with Element Games where you could buy loads of hobby-based products, not just Warhammer, for 10 to 25% off. Making a purchase using that link and also our special code, which is also in the description, supports the channel at no extra cost to you, which we think is rather cool. A big thank you to our patrons. Your support means the world to us. It's amazing that people want to help a small channel like us grow and get to a higher level of content. A big thank you to Gibraltar LUSC, Ryan Bertsche, Andrew Prince and Okro for subscribing to us at our Fane level. You guys are super cool. And a big thank you to Edward Yule, VS Vasan, Aaron Whitman and Shaggy for subscribing to us at our King level. Honestly, we can't thank you all enough. And lastly, a big thank you to all of you for liking, sharing and commenting on these videos. Honestly, it's because of you guys that the channel's been growing at such a great pace lately, so we can't thank you all enough. But with that, my friends, thank you so much for watching once again, and we shall see you all again very, very soon. Have a good day.